You were saying before you were doing stand-up too?
I did a little bit. I mean, I'm definitely not a comic at all. Like
Really?
I was more in like the sketch and improv scene, and I really enjoyed that. But like another thing that like I'm the type of person that like if I have something that I want to do it, I'm just gonna do it and see if it works out.
Try it out.
And there were definitely a couple of moments where like stand up was great, it worked. But then after going up literally every single week at like Trixie's, LJ's, like a bunch of different places that currently no longer have like nights.
All of them are gone.
They come and go.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Trixie's.
The pandemic happened, and that definitely put a stop to that. And then after the pandemic, when everything started,
Well, you're trying to get your business off the ground too.
So you were doing comedy up until the pandemic?
Totally.
Got it.
Yeah, it was a blast, dude. And that's how I got to know Brett and other Brett / Bart.
Which Brett?
Brett Mercer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All the Bretts. Yeah.
Shout out Brett Mercer.
Yeah, big shout out, dude. Brett Mercer special.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was.
Yeah.
It was the only good, no, I'm just kidding.
Local special.
Yeah.
He's like legit,
we were
like
there for it.
one of my favorite local
It was
guys.
a lot of fun. He's really good.
Yeah, a
Says
ton
some
of the
funny
people
things.
from then. Johanna and like who else? A ton of people from that whole scene. That's when the indie was like being built,
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Was Parts and Labor going on right before up until
Self Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An early pandemic in the early 2020s. Parts and Labor was hot. There was a while where that was like the best open mic in the city.
Yeah. I only went to it a couple times back then, and then I went to that roast battle that we were both on.
Oh yeah, right. I think that might be the first time we met. Maybe.
Man, I don't remember.
I was only there once. I showed up.
Oh, yeah, that one time that we went?
Yeah, I showed up late, and then I immediately got thrown on stage. I was like, ah. It was fun,
I need
though.
a minute to like sit down and get my head together.
Okay.
Right.
One of those.
I mean, it's definitely like
You should
the
probably have a
best.
couple more beers then.
I always do.
It's the best like stage for comedy, I think.
Yeah, that one.
Out of all like the bars.
Yeah.
It's like a punk
New
rock.
Way's good. New
vibe.
Way's too.
New Way's good, but
Way's
like
too
nobody
busy
pays
on the back
attention
of
at
the
New
bar,
Way.
but yeah, it is hard. If you have a good night, you get some attention, but it is hard.
Yeah, New Way, you definitely got to compete with the bar. So
Dude,
that's
that's the
another
toughest.
element. It's
New
tough,
Way's
but it's
tricky.
you gotta eat shit a little bit. Gotta.
I do. It's
contend
like
with the beast.
That's what it's all about, though, right? If you can get them laughing, the people that have no reason to ever want to watch you,
If you're
That's when I
laughing,
feel like that
rewarding.
joke really
Oh.
works, and I want to keep working on that bit. And I'm like, wow, I got.
and that
good
was
laughs
like,
at New Way.
I had a couple of jokes that felt that way. That I was always like, okay, cool. I know for sure I can close on this one, and I've got people laughing.
Right.
But like otherwise,
If you can get something going at New Way, you're doing something right. But it's mostly because if there's competing noise, it just
That's
fucks
the
everything
hardest
up.
at the bar when you have the bars. Like
That was
insane
what- that was
with
yesterday,
comics
right?
yelling. They didn't do.
There
it
wasn't
yesterday.
New Way yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Well, we were at-
no,
Oh,
at
that
Heights
place?
Brewing.
Yeah.
It was
Shout out Drake
It was like
hosting
a
at Heights.
Bumble date or something. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
really
dude, that
date.
I was gonna
told
punch that dude in
talking
the
the
throat.
whole
I told Drake when I left, like, yeah, dude, this isn't gonna continue. They're gonna cancel it.
Man,
Everyone
who
was
knows?
talking shit about
what the
this
Bumble
dude.
date?
Yeah, the Bumble
This
Day. That's
dude
not
was
gonna
Gary
just
Wong
continue.
at the
loud.
Bumble Day.
But the show itself, I don't think the bar is gonna continue.
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, I probably. It wouldn't
there's
have
a-
been me. It would have been Jacob.
Yeah, dude, it was Jacob for sure.
Jacob would have gotten it.
If there's
Friend of the
think
show,
that-
Jacob
I think
Hatcher.
that's who-
There
I
was
think
a
that's who got
couple at the bar. It was an
elephant
Asian
ear.
lady and a white guy, and he accused them of like the Asian lady being a Chinese spy who's fucking
It
him
was
for
so
like
funny.
his
Oh,
secrets.
it was them he was talking to.
Yeah.
I followed that.
To the other
I don't know. I was just. I knew I
other
was up
couple
next,
was
and I was just
listening.
like, oh, I'm so intense. I was just getting intense, and then I saw him like
was
leaning on the
so
bar.
And then he was doing like Asian voice and asked them if he was
He's allowed
wearing.
I mean,
to.
he's
allowed
Asian.
I know he's allowed to, but
I don't know what Asian he is.
he
but
said
it
if
was
I
fun.
wore a skirt, would you fuck me too?
That was
Yeah, I remember that.
probably his best line.
That was one of the best sets I've ever seen of him.
I mean, it was hilarious, but I was like, oh man,
I
these
think
people
that's
did
who-
not
If
come
you
here
wanna
for
see
this.
Stuff getting canceled. I think the MAGA hat and Trump shirts what got Elephant.
Oh yeah, for sure.
canceled.
I think
Yeah, what happened to that? Yeah, that was a show. What, 2 weeks ago?
about a month ago,
But
almost.
yeah.
At least a month.
3
No,
weeks
it would have
ago.
been March 13th.
Yeah. weeks.
Yeah, like 3
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
oh my god, that was.
I actually like this guacamole.
Dude.
Yeah,
dude,
it's fucking
thank
good,
you.
dude.
This
You
is
have to have a
crazy.
good guacamole turns you, dude.
Anyway, there's a MAGA shirt at the Elephant
God.
and
No,
Co.
No,
It's
so
like
this
a
this
hysterical
fella that
shirt.
we were talking about, he likes to trigger people like through his comedy, and he showed up like wearing a MAGA hat and a Trump shirt, and he like did his normal material, but then also just everyone that night I think was just doing their dirtiest material, and they're like,
I was a good boy.
you were good, yeah, which is ironic because we called it the Good Boys of Comedy, and
Oh.
everyone was just like,
Oh yeah, no, I was dirty.
yeah,
I thought we were talking about last night.
no.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Gabe was talking about his penis. I mean, that's all he talks about. I was talking
my
about whatever
pussy
I was.
joke.
Yeah,
I
you did. And then, yeah, the venue, they emailed me like the week later, and we're like, hey, yeah, we don't want to do this anymore. And so I was like, all right.
Nice.
They were like, we try to have like a family environment. It's like you're a brewery. Who's bringing the whole family to
Especially
a
after
Well,
brewery?
eight
real quick, you're not
o'clock.
friends.
Nowadays?
You're not friends with them, are you?
8 o'clock on a school night. Come on. Like, get the fuck out. Kids there.
Yeah, I mean, I know them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did
Shout
they
out
serve your chips and salsa?
Their pizza looked good. Their beer.
The pizza is good.
But
The fries were phenomenal,
I think-
and I hate that it got canceled because those fries were so
they
fucking good.
Yeah, the chicken tenders were good too.
Whoops.
The food was very good, but
back and
I don't
support
like
it.
that they canceled the show. So they're enemies of the pod now.
All right,
Sorry.
write it on.
Except actually,
Hey, if they go on the
Write
list,
it
they go
down.
on the list.
All right,
Yeah.
yes.
Write it on.
Elephant and Co.
parentheses Royal Oak.
I'm glad I brought a pen.
Yeah, because there's a Detroit
Yeah.
one too, isn't there? So you got to specify.
I believe it's the
Royal
same owner or the same
I would think so.
group.
Oak. Specify the
right, we'll say
workers.
Royal
The
Oak.
workers at
Oh, it
Royal
was
Oak
in Royal Oak?
were the
Yeah.
ones that probably got you in trouble. I doubt the owner was there.
We were gonna start with the Detroit one, but they said that the Royal Oak one is slower, and they'd rather start with that one.
Oh, try to get
Well, that's why it didn't go well.
pick up. Yeah,
Is that the place where you have a
wristband tap.
for
Yeah, kind of
for
like
pouring
North
your own
End.
beers?
Have you been
Yeah.
to North End Tap Room?
No.
It's like that. Oh, same
Okay.
deal. You get like a RFID tag thing.
Did you come to the North Tap?
Tap rooms,
No, I've been there for trivia and stuff, but I didn't get to go to the mic there.
Okay,
fun spot.
that
I
was
like
another.
that room.
They also canceled our
That's
mic
actually
after
a fun
one.
trivia.
So,
Oh, yeah?
You can
Yeah.
turn it around.
You'd think we would have learned,
That's
but
actually a fun trivia room.
Stop going to self-serve tap rooms.
yeah.
I think.
We gotta.
I guess if it's before 8 o'clock and they
yeah,
have
we need
food,
grimy
like, just
bars
tell-
where like people are
Right,
doing
no
coke
one
in the
gives a
bathroom.
fuck. You need a place.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. They aren't
Bring back
serving
the LJ
food.
Sir bathroom.
Because that's like New Way. You can say whatever you want, but they aren't really serving food. You know, they have some food, but whatever.
Anyways,
But like,
yeah, it's like
the bartenders at New Way don't give a shit. They like
Yeah.
hearing everybody's bullshit. They like the chaos. As long as you're not like fighting and throwing glasses and shit, they are happy to
I think
have
even
all
if you
of
do
us.
that, I don't think they care.
They
I've
don't
seen
even
someone-
call the cops.
I've
I
seen
watched
someone
a
smoke a
broad-
cigarette inside of New Way, and
Hey, don't
no
say
one
that.
said
Don't say that.
anything.
Don't say that.
I watched a broad fucking
true.
throw a
Don't say
glass
that.
at another broad, and they got in a fist fight. Didn't even Matt nor Caitlin shout them out.
All right,
Love
let's
them.
not
They didn't
let's
call
not
the
get
cops.
New Way shut down.
No,
please.
no. They didn't call the police. These idiots called the cops on themselves. It was
Dude,
fucking insane.
If half the Hamtramck bars aren't shut down by now, then I think we're
I
good.
think so. We had a
Yeah, but Ferndale is.
Have you ever talked to Andy McFarlane about any of his like bar tour thing that he wanted to do, Mike's?
Is he the one who runs that
So-
page?
Jeremy
his
started
face is
it
on
as a joke, but Andy's gonna like figure it out. But I was like, we need to do dank ass bars. Like, go to Garden City and there's a bar called Joe D's, and they literally are cash only. They don't give a fuck. Like shitty bars like that you need to go into, like, I don't know, Inkster and. I'm bummed Parts and Labor's not rolling right now because that was a good dive bar and they didn't care what we said.
Venue.
It had a stage. It was like that was a really good.
What's the name of the
spot.
place in Warren that does metal shows? Like that would be a good venue.
Harpo's?
No,
Or no.
no.
Oh, a smaller venue?
Yeah,
What the
it's
hell?
like real shitty. Like Megadeth plays there. Sweet.
I don't know. We could see if Token Lounge. would
Token
do-
Lounge. That's the name of the place.
No, that's
in Warren?
in
Oh,
Westland.
I'm sorry, Westland.
You're
I
good.
was
You're
close.
good. I was like, wait a minute,
You got
but
the W.
Got the
that's
W.
like around the corner from my house. I should ask the dude. I know the guy. I work in vet med. He comes into my clinic with his cat.
place
But I
rocks.
should ask that dude if he would do a mic there. That'd be fun.
They've got
That
like a
place
whole
is
bunch of
a
like 80s
dive.
like heavy metal.
Oh, they have a
spots,
huge
or
fish
bands.
We need
tank.
more shows though. We don't need more mics.
Yeah, but you could do a show
We
and
could
then
use a couple
the way
more mics.
the way to do it is a show
Wednesdays
and a
are
mic
tough.
after the show.
Yeah.
Do a
Like how we did it.
showcase, do a mic after the show because then people come and people stay.
Yeah.
And you have
Like
a
how
lot
we
of
did it.
comics
That's
that'll
what
come
we
out
tried
for
to
the
do.
show and
Yeah.
stuff, or like their friends will come and they're going to stay to watch them do the open mics. I think that's a really smart setup.
What do we have? I mean, what, Wednesdays and Thursdays? I mean, Wednesdays is fucking, what's the
Wednesdays is Ridley's or Ann Arbor, and that's it.
Okay, but we need like a show.
Roadhouse.
Well, Roadhouse every other week.
Roadhouse, and then
This
Punchline.
Wednesday.
734 or whatever.
I've never done a Wednesday at Punchline, but Thursday is the one that needs.
I've heard Punchline does every night of the week now, open mics.
It's Monday through Thursday open mics.
Yeah.
And then they have shows on the weekends.
Yeah,
Dude, so
Monday
okay,
through
what's
Thursday.
the rundown? Let's just say that you want to go and stand up Wednesday through Friday. What would be your rundown?
You got Ridley's, but they have to
Yeah,
pick you.
I'd try and
one's a
shortlist
sign-up.
Ridley's or Ann Arbor.
Shortlist, you can get lucky sometimes, but those are sign up one, like pre sign ups.
Yeah.
Not show up go ups.
And then every other
guaranteed
week you
spot
go
at
to
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse with Andy McFarlane is a great spot.
What's Lisa's room? That's 734, right?
Lisa's at 734 on Wednesdays, which I'll be hosting on the 16th. This will probably be
Hey.
out before that.
Yep.
I'll be hosting that on the 16th. Thank you.
Tight.
Thursdays. Oh, and then what's his name?
Thursday's
Lewis
weird.
has a Wednesday open mic that starts
Yeah,
at
Lewis
11.
is at Mr. Maps, so I haven't gotten to go to that yet, but it's 11 to 2 a.m., so it's a late.
Lewis,
Lawson, Silky.
the
You know
black guy
Silky?
with the beanie that rolled all the way up.
His beanie looks like it's defying physics because it's like almost off his head, but it never falls off.
That's
it's
sweet.
wild.
I think I've seen him on
wild.
Facebook. I don't know if I've.
He's
Probably
really
seen him.
sweet. I like him a
Definitely.
lot. And then who's the broad that hosts that too? Is Renee Drake. I've met her doing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like her, but that's Mr. Maps is on 7 Mile in Detroit, somewhere I haven't been over there before.
It's a good spot.
But it's a
7
late
Mile.
mic, so you could hit something else and then go over there. It doesn't start till 11 and goes till 2.
Well, that's the cool shit. Like I remember, like Bart would tell me, like he's like, "This is my 4th one tonight." It's like, what the hell, dude?
Well,
You're just
there were,
do that?
Like when I started, I
a
did
couple
that
years
before.
ago.
You could roll through 4 in a night, like certain nights, Monday, Tuesday. There was a lot going on. Tuesday was weird lately that there's like several that you can hit.
Yeah, Tuesday you can do a lot.
Because
Right, yeah,
Tuesday you
Tuesday's
could
a big
do
night.
if you got on House of Comedy, and then you can go do Common Pub,
and then
Gratiot Pub,
And Windsor.
Windsor's across. You could go over there you could be in Windsor in 15 or 20 minutes from them, and
There's the
then
new one in Madison Heights every other week.
that one in Madison Heights every other week. What was that, Chris?
Woodbridge,
Chris P or something. And then Woodbridge is the last Tuesday of every month, so you technically could do 4 if it's the last Tuesday of the month. You could get in
So Gratiot Park.
because those are all within a couple miles of each other in Detroit. So
Yeah.
and that's how
pretty
you do
wild.
work, dude. That's
Yeah.
good grinding right there. Like
Especially because every one of those rooms is such a different vibe and different crowd, so you have like way different feedback between each one, so you can really get it in and figure shit out. But you'd have to be pretty coordinated.
Shout out Gratiot Pub hosting tonight.
There you go.
nice.
Number one Metro Detroit Comedy Podcast. No big deal.